Hello and welcome to today's session. I'm Richard Paul and I'm joined by the lovely Joanne. Today we've got the ab attack. Now not only is it great to train abs just to look good, but also they're extremely important for overall functional health. So let's get to it. Starting with the warm-up, we're just going to march on the spot with really nice and high knees. Here we go, and 2. That's it. So the reason why we're starting off with this is because getting a nice big flexion in the hips is really important in engaging the initial part of the abs. As we're going to go through the workout, we're going to make sure we get a nice, not only just ab workout, but also the muscles around them, which work synergistically with those muscles. So a nice big, raising the thighs nice and high, breathing in, breathing out. That's it, one more time, breathing in, and breathing out. Okay, and stop right there. Just gonna increase that flexion a little bit more of those abs, taking the foot right behind us, hands in front. So if you're grabbing onto a bar, just gonna do some knee thrusts. So knee right up and down, right up and down. That's it, right up and down, right up and down. Keep going. Bring that knee right up through the bar. Really nice big hip flexion. A few more. Doing great. And 2, last one. And let's change sides. Same thing, foot to the back, hands up, grab the bar, and 1, and 2. So like I was saying, the function between the hip flexors and also the abs are very common. There's a very big overlap. So as soon as you start to get that hip flexion going on, also this bending over as well, starting to arch over towards the thigh, really engaging those ab muscles. Excellent. 2. Just a few more. Remember to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And rest there. Okay, take a bit of space. I'm gonna go into some lunges, some alternate lunges. Starting with the right leg, we're just gonna step, nice big step out and up, and the other foot out and up. Let's go. Up and up, out and up. So really important here, we take a nice big step. So we really engage all those muscles on the back of the leg, the extensors, the glutes, and the hamstrings. Excellent. And out and up. Breathe in, out and up. Fantastic. A few more. Up, out, up. Here we go. Nice big stretch. Okay, and stop there. Now we're going to move to a lateral plane, so we really start to engage those muscles involved on the side of the hips. Here we go, starting to the right, we're going to just do it. Stand out to the side, together, stand out to the side, together. Here we go, out to the side, together. So with these, really helping to increase our mobility when we're warming up. We're going to start off just nice and easy, and progressively get a little bit bigger range of motion. That's it. Step out, step in. You should feel a little pull on the inside of the adductors. Really important to make sure as well when you step out, that knee doesn't go too far over the toe. Excellent. 2. A few more. Keeping that back nice and straight. Here we go. 2. And last one. Excellent. Okay. Same thing this time except lunging backwards. Here we go. So just big step back. Gonna lunge, push up. Step back and push up. Here we go. Step back, push up, step back, push up. Now, this also requires a little bit of balance. That's absolutely fine. Working that balance, that coordination, and also obviously the muscles with the range of motion. And that's why I like lunges so much, because what they do is create a huge range of motion, which you can then tailor to your own needs. Starting off nice and easy, progressing it to make it a little bit bigger. Excellent, just a few more. 2, 2, and last few. And 1. Okay, shake it off. Great job. Onto a bit of mobility now. I'm going to focus on the arms initially. Just going to rotate forwards, nice and wide. Take up a little bit of space. Make sure you haven't got a shelf next to you, tables, knocking off any glasses. Just with a nice straight back, not arching the lower back. Nice bit of what's called circumduction. Excellent. Just go a little bit wider now. Now the joint's getting nice warmed up in the shoulder. Excellent. And rest. Okay, the other way. Nice and slow initially. Feel all that mobility going through the shoulder. Excellent. Don't forget to breathe. Big breaths in. And breathe out a little bit wider. And a few more times. Excellent. And lower the arms. Okay, last little part now. Feet shoulder width apart, arms just by the side. I'm just going to gently rotate around the torso, keeping your head nice and in line with the place where your torso is facing. Great bit of spinal mobility, bit of twist. If you've been sat at a desk all day, or if you've just woken up, excellent chance just to get a little bit of extra mobility and flexibility in that spine. Just a few more. 2 and 1. Okay, and come together. Fantastic. So that's all the warm-up out the way. Let's get to the main part of the session, the ab attack. So for this first exercise, we're going to do what's called dumbbell swings. Now, if you don't have a dumbbell available, you can definitely still do this exercise just with body weight. But since we have them, we're going to take advantage of that extra strength stimulus. So this is how it works. All we're going to do is have the dumbbell in between us, holding the top of it with the shoulders back. We're going to go down into a squat and push up. Squat and push up. Make sure you come right down to a 90 degree at the knee squat and just pull up the dumbbell to about 90 degrees as well. Okay? Okay, Joanne? Okay at home? Let's go. Into position. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Excellent, that's it. So what's happening here is we're going down into a 90 degree squat, and the acceleration up really is mainly done by the abs. You get a nice feeling when that exposure, when those hips come forward, just as Joanne's doing right here. That's excellent. As she's doing as well, just bring that dumbbell up to 90 degrees. That's just where we want it not to come too high. Great job, Joanne. Just a few more. Breathing out at the top. Breathe in. Last one. And relax. Okay. And how's that?
Feels great.
Yeah? Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Did you feel it at home? Do you feel those abs working? That's what we're looking for. Like I say, that's why with this exercise we want to get a nice low squat and then explode up, bringing the pelvis forward, because that's when you get the impetus through those abs. Ready to go again?
Yeah.
Let's go again. Same thing. Yeah, each exercise we're going to do 2 times. Here we go. 1 and 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Excellent. So notice how Joanne's knees are not coming over her toes. Extremely important that we do that just to protect the knee joint. Also, her back is nice and straight, and the reason why is because her glutes are coming way back when she goes over. Keep going. A few more. Great job. 10. Just 2 more, Joanne. You're doing really well. And relax. Fantastic. Great job. And great job at home as well. Okay, on to the second exercise now. We're going to do alternating knee lifts. It's very similar to what we just did in the warm-up. We're going to accentuate the movement just that little bit more by curving the spine more so. Just so you know, the only time it is good to bend the back during exercise is when you're trying to train the abs. Otherwise, I would not suggest it. So here we go. What we're going to do is step forward. We're going to bring the thigh up towards the chest, and at the same time, bend the chest towards the knee. Okay, step back for 3 and up. 2, 2, 3. So just like the marching, except this time we're going to accentuate the bending over, and you should feel a nice contraction in those abs. And each time the knee comes up, a little exhalation. Keep going, breathe in and breathe out. Okay? Okay, Joanne?
Yeah.
Let's go. 2 sets of 12. Here we go. So stepping forward, that's it. 2 and breathe out, that's it. Bring the chest right over the knee. Excellent. Nice and controlled. That's it. So you can see we're getting a little bit of arch in the lower back. That's absolutely fine. That means the abs are working, not so much the hip flexors. Great job, Joanne. Just a few more. That's it. Yep, great job. 4 more. 2, 2, 3. Breathe out. That's it. 2 more. Excellent. And relax. Fantastic. Take a breather. Excellent. Okay. So, did you feel your abs there? That's what we're looking for. If you're just feeling here in the hips, that's not what we're looking for. That means your hip flexors are working. What we want is for your abs to be working. So in order to enable that, just make sure you get that real nice bend over and bring that knee right up towards the chest. Okay? Here we go, round 2. And excellent. Just 12 more, so 10 more now. Joanne's doing really well. Really feel that crunch. Speed isn't the key ingredient here. It's really about getting that nice contraction, nice technique, so we really do work those ab muscles. Excellent. 2, 3, great job. Keep going at home, just a few more. Nearly there, 2 more. You got it. And relax, great job. Excellent, Joanne. And excellent at home as well. Should be feeling those abs now nice and warm. Go on to the next exercise now. We're gonna go to the floor. So if you have a mat handy, just take it out. If not, just make sure you're on a nice soft surface. So here we go. We're gonna get down onto the floor, and this is what's called the V-hold. All right. All we're gonna do is lie down. We're gonna have hands across the shoulders. We're gonna raise the torso into a mini crunch, and from here, we're just gonna hold the legs up in this upright position. All right, so just so you know, key point here is that the back is nice and flat in the ground. We don't want the back to arch up. Again, that means the hip flexors are working. We want to focus on the abs. So maintain this position, just holding for 30 seconds. Good to go? Let's do it. So, down onto the floor, that's it. And 30 seconds, here we go at home as well. Let's go, no cheating. Excellent, so this is what's called an isometric hold, which means that we're bracing everything at the same time and contracting, but we're not actually moving. It's very, very normal for us to stop breathing. It's a huge temptation, so make sure you just keep breathing as Joanne's doing. She's doing really, really well. Great thing about this exercise is that it works all the abs, not just the upper, but also the lower. A few more seconds, 2, 5 more. Excellent, Joanne, keep that breathing going, she's doing really well. 1, and relax. Fantastic, excellent. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one, huh? Like I say, the reason why I love this so much is because it does work the whole abs area. A lot of times when we just do crunches, it focuses more so on the upper part. It's a lot harder also to work the lower part, so this incorporates the both excellently. Ready to go again?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Are you ready to go again? Here we go, big deep breath, let's hold 30 seconds. Great job. So notice, very important that back is nice and arched into the floor. Now, Joanne's doing so well. If you want to make this a little bit harder, what you can do is just place the legs out a little bit more. That's it. Just make sure that arch doesn't come up. Keep that back nice and flat into the floor. She's doing really well. If you do feel like you're trembling on this, that's absolutely normal. It's just all those muscles firing away, which is what we want. Nearly there, Joanne. Just a few more seconds. Keep that breathing going as well. Really important. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Excellent. Great job. Stay there on the floor. Brilliant. Okay, so now we've got a great exercise just then for the main part of the abs. Now we're going to also incorporate what's called the obliques, or the side muscles of the abs. What we're going to do here is grab our dumbbell. Again, you don't have a dumbbell, that's absolutely fine, but we're going to take advantage of the fact that we do. We're just going to have the torso at 45 degrees from the floor, and all we're going to do is with the arms with a slight bend, we're going to twist just to 45 degrees to the side and work in a 90-degree motion, just initially this way. Okay, notice that the torso is saying the same direction as the dumbbell, as the hands. We're just maintaining that position. Okay, ready, Joanne?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So, getting that 45 degrees in the back, that's it, excellent. Dumbbell with soft elbows, that's it, just working between 90 degrees. Here we go, we're just gonna do 12 repetitions, so 1 on each side. 1, 2, here we're on 4 already, excellent. Again, keep that breathing going. Ultra important. Oxygen is your fuel source, or at least one of them. Really needed for the brain, for the muscles, obviously getting to the blood as well. Keep that breathing going. Doing real great, Joanne. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. You can see she's going at a nice slow pace as well, and that's what we want. Not to rush this exercise. We've got a lot of rotation going on. And stop and rest and go down. Excellent. So just take a little break. Like I say, with this exercise, you're getting a lot of rotation in the spine, so take it easy. It's potentially quite a dangerous thing if we use very heavy weights. We're just using a real light weight here in a smaller range of motion. That's why it's important to go nice and slow and at your own pace. Okay, so if you're ready again, ready, Joanne, second set. Here we go, just 12 more. 1, that's it, and 2. Now this time I'm gonna go a little bit further with our range of motion because we've already warmed up. So I'm gonna go towards the floor, just a little bit off the floor with the dumbbell. That's it, excellent. Only do that if you feel it's safe. If you feel any kind of pain or discomfort, don't do that. Also, what you can do as well to make the exercise a little bit harder is to raise the feet off the floor. We're doing just great here, working in our zone. Gonna keep going. Excellent, Joanne. Just a few more, keep that breathing going. You're doing great. And just 2 more. Fantastic. And 1. Excellent. And come to center. Great job. Just leave the dumbbell to the side. Excellent. So, like I said just then, that was more of an upper abs exercise, also obliques exercise on the side. Now we're going to really focus on the lower abs with what's called lower ab curls. Here we go. This is how it works. So, we're just going to have lying down on the mat. From here, arms out towards the side. We're going to raise the legs up. And now from here, the goal is to raise the pelvis off the floor, bringing the knee towards the chest, and then really slowly and controlled as you can, try and lower the pelvis back to the floor, just like this. So we're going to pull up 1, and really slow, come back, and 2, and really slow, come back, and 3, and really slow, come back, and 4, and really slow, come back. Okay? Okay, John? Here we go. So let's get those legs up into position, bring those knees right back. So you can even lower those legs a little bit more. There you go, so it's more comfortable. When you're ready, let's go. 1, that's great. And breathe out. 2, breathe in. And 3. So again, really important to have that rounded back. What's going on here is we don't want the exercise to come from the hips, from the hip flexors. We're not pulling the legs up, it's the abs which is doing all the work. And because of that slow contraction, that's where you're gonna really feel those lower abs. Is that right, Joanne?
Yes.
Yes, she's feeling it. Excellent. Great job. Just a few more to go. 4 more. And we're up and nice and slow. Excellent. 3 more. You're doing great at home. Keep going. Feeling those lower abs. 2 more. Excellent, Joanne. And last one. And 1. Excellent. And lower the legs. Brilliant. And take a rest. And take a rest at home as well. You deserve it. That's a tough exercise. But the great thing about this exercise is that with all the modern day type of activities with the abs, it tends to focus more so on the upper abs. Now technically they're the same muscle, but the thing is that the upper abs is more involved on the torso coming down. The lower abs are more concerned with the pelvis coming up, which is what we're working on right here. So if we're ready to go again, Joanne, back into the position. Last 12, here we go. And roll up, 1, excellent. And 2, remember to breathe as well. Not only in isometrics, but also when we work the abs in general, it's so common for us to stop breathing. Obviously we don't want that, keep that breathing going. Fantastic, Joanne. Full contraction and release real slow, that's it. Nearly there, just a few more. Excellent, it's working those lower abs. Great job, just 5 more to go. 2, 3, and a powerful contraction. That's it. 3 more. Great job, Joanne. Great job at home as well. Keep going. Don't cheat. Try and go all the way to the end. This is where it counts. Excellent. And last one. And relax. Oh, 1 more even. She wants more. Excellent. Great job, Joanne. Great job at home as well. Here we go. Next exercise. A little bit more challenging, but this time focusing more so on those upper abs. To a degree lower abs as well, but more so on the upper abs. Here we go. Skyscrapers. What we're going to do is we're going to become a skyscraper. We're going to shoot our legs up into the air from a lying position, just like this. Arms out to the side for a bit of stability. Even though the arms are out to the side, it's not to actually do the exercise, just to help with a bit of balance. All the work comes from the abs. So, legs up like this. We're going to touch the feet towards the ceiling. Just 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. It's a great exercise. You can really feel it working all over. Not just, it is predominantly upper abs, but also lower abs to a large degree. Here we go, Joanne. Are you ready? You ready at home? Into position. Let's go. And 1. So really rolling the hips up. And 2. That's it. Maintain that contraction. 3. Really get those hips up with the momentum and push up into the air. 4. Excellent. And 5. Great job. So you can work to your own degree in this. The higher you go, obviously the harder it is. Joanne's got a mid-distance here, which is absolutely fine. We're working those abs to a large degree. Just go to your own level. Excellent. Just a few more to go, Joanne. Keep that breathing going as well. Really important. 2 more. Excellent. And last one. 1, and relax. Fantastic. Take a rest. So the great thing about this exercise is that it works the abs in a more explosive way. And most of the time during the day, that's how we actually use our abs. So it's a great carry of a lot of functionality in this exercise that we're doing right now. It can be a little bit tough. Just stick with it. With more training, you'll definitely strengthen up those abs and get those results. Ready for round 2? Joanne, you ready for round 2?
Yes, I am.
Let's do it. Here we go. And 1. That's it. Lifting the pelvis nice and high. 2. Really get that pelvis over the belly, up to the sky. 3. That's it. Excellent. Keep that breathing going. 4. Really rotate nice and back. 5. That's it. Just keep going. Nearly there at home. Nearly there, Joanne. This is the last set. Few more. Excellent. Great job. And 5 more to go. Keep going. Really feel those abs. Keep it coming from the abs, not from the legs. 2 more. 2. And last one. 1. Fantastic, Joanne. And rest. How'd you feel?
I feel good.
You feel good? Where'd you feel it mostly? In the upper abs or the lower abs?
The lower.
Lower abs? Yeah. Now this might be the case for this exercise because the last exercise that we did was the lower abs. So there's a good chance that we've done what's called pre-fatigue the area. So it's worked really hard. And even though normally this exercise focuses on the upper abs, because we pre-fatigue the lower abs, they have to work that much harder. Okay? Great job. Here we go. Next exercise. All we're going to do is on the mat, a side plank. So now we're working more so the side, which obviously is the obliques, also the glutes, and a few of the hip muscles as well for stabilizers. So all we're going to do is place the elbow beneath the shoulder. We're going to bend at the knees, and we're going to hold up in this position right here for 30 seconds. Okay? If you find that's quite easy, what we can also do is extend the legs out and raise up, because here the point of pivot is further away from the core. If you find both these still very hard, what you can do is go on the knees and just pulse away just like this. Okay? We're going to do the medium one just with the knees and hold 30 seconds. Here we go. You ready, Joanne?
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay, so a nice straight line along the whole body just as Joanne's got. Go for 30 seconds. Let's do it. So as she's holding there, the main things that are working here are the obliques right here on the side, so the side muscles of the abs, if you like. Also, massively the glutes, and also what's called the abductors, which are all the muscles on the side here, helping maintain those hips nice and high. Now this is an isometric contraction again, so remember with those it's important that we keep breathing. It's very tempting to hold our breath. 5 more seconds, Joanne, you're doing really well. 2, 1, and relax. Excellent. Okay, now what we're going to do is change straight to the other side. You don't need to rest because we're working a whole different side this time. So flip over onto the other side. When you're ready to go, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Same thing, other side. So important that we do both things equally on both sides. Any kind of imbalances in muscles in the body is what leads to injuries and possibly to future bigger traumas. So it's really important that we make sure we work equally both sides when doing strength training. Great job. Keep that breathing going, Joanne. Big breath in and breathe out. Same for you guys at home. Keep that breathing going. Last thing you want is to get lightheaded and also starve the muscles of oxygen. 1 more second and relax. Excellent. Take a couple of big deep breaths. That one's quite a tough one. Here we go. This time what we're going to do is the same thing but frontal plane. So we're doing a normal plank but with a slight variation. What we're going to do is on the front, plank position, elbows under the shoulders. From here we're going to raise the midsection, and then what we're going to do is we're going to spread the legs nice and wide and hold this position. Really important to make sure the pelvis comes forward, not the pelvis is back like this. Again, for the same reason, like this is the hip flexors working, which is what's pulling the lower back. If we pull the hips forward, we're really engaging those ab muscles. Okay, here we go. Into position. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. That's it, Joanne. Legs wide apart, and 3, 2, 1. There you go. And you just saw the tilt there that she did, pushing the pelvis forward. That's exactly what we're looking for, really engaging those ab muscles. Now with all the exercise we've done so far, this will be pretty tough. Like I said before, we've pre-fatigued all these ab muscles. It's getting real hard right now. But just hang in there. If you have to take a break, that's absolutely no problem. Just work at your own pace. But if you can, just keep going so we get that great training stimulus. How you doing, Joanne?
Good.
Keep that breathing going. Just a few more seconds. 5 more seconds. And 2, 1, and relax. Take a deep breath. Excellent. Okay, so the reason why this exercise is so good, not only does it engage the abs, but what it does really effectively is trigger all the real deep core muscles, which are not necessarily due their role is not necessarily to do with strengthening and keeping the back, but it's more so coordination of all the vertebrae in the back. And it's so important to train those, because with them trained, we really decrease the risk of injury of the lower back. So, having said that, we're gonna go for another set, another 30 seconds. Here we go. That's it, nice and wide, bring the pelvis forward. Here we go, 30 seconds. And again, this is what's called an isometric. That's a fancy way of saying that we just maintain the same position. Temptation is to stop breathing, but we're not gonna do that, and you're not gonna do that. We're gonna make sure we keep breathing. Big breath in, and big breath out. And big breath in, and big breath out. You're doing really well here, Joanne. You're doing really well at home as well. Keep going. Just a little bit more. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Excellent. Great job, Joanne. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of you guys as well. If you're still up to this point in the workout, you're doing phenomenally well. One more exercise before we go to the cool down. Because we work so much the abs, and like I said before, it's so important to have balance, we're going to make sure we do a little bit of the back as well, just so that it's evened out. So what we're going to do is lean down to the front. We're going to do the Superman. So all that involves is arms out to the side. We're going to raise the back, raise the legs, and just hold this position for 30 seconds. And you should feel a real great contraction on the lower back muscles that are called spina erecta. Excellent. And just hold there. Okay, Joanne?
Yes.
Let's do it. Ready at home? Into position. I know you got it. Great job. Joanne's already there. Fantastic. 30 seconds. And again, this is another isometric, so keep that breathing going. Big breath in, big breath out. You should feel a slight sort of burning in the muscles in the lower back. If you feel any pain, that's not good. That means you're going too far. Just a little bit, you should feel a nice little contraction in these lower back muscles right here. Great job, Joanne. Keep that breathing going. Excellent. Great job at home as well. Just 5 more seconds. I know you got it. Keep going. 2, 1, and relax. Excellent. Okay. A few seconds rest there. What's really important with this exercise, like I say, is not to raise the legs too high. We don't want to put too much pressure on that lower back. It's good to have a little bit, but if you go into what's called hyperextension, then we put the back into a very unnatural position. We really don't want to do that. So just a little bit of extension, just maintain that position, and we're good to go. Okay? Joanne, you good to go again?
Yes.
You good to go again. This is the last exercise we've got for today. Then we go into the cool down. Here we go, 30 seconds. Joanne's keen, she's already there. Excellent. Keep that breathing going. Again, just moderate. If you feel it is too tight on the back, just get a little bit lower. If you feel it's fine, we just want to get that slight contraction going. Excellent, Joanne. Breathing in. Now, as far as how you breathe in, what you can do is just breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. That's the best way, because the nose is a natural filter. If it's getting really tough, you can still just do all through the mouth. 2 more seconds, and relax. Excellent. Great job, Joanne, and great job at home as well. That's the ab attack. We've done it. I bet you're feeling your abs. I know Joanne is, and I know that also just by doing the demos, I feel it already working as well. Great job, guys. So now we're gonna go into the cool down. Really important to stretch out those muscles that we work so hard. So the first one we're gonna stretch out, guess what? Are the abs. So we're gonna go down into our Sphinx stretch. So lying on the floor, elbows to the side, and all we're gonna do is push those elbows through the floor and get that slight extension in the lower back. You're gonna just take a couple of breaths, because when you breathe in and the belly comes out, you really feel the stretch, and just hold that stretch right there. Okay? Here we go, John. That's it. So, as you can see, Joanne here, her hips are nice and close to the floor. Not too much extension in the spine for the same reason as with the skydive. Just making sure it's a nice, slow arch. And breathing in through the nose, expanding the stomach. And that's where you're going to really feel that stretch. When you breathe in, the stomach expands out. Really feel those ab muscles get a nice, big stretch. Excellent. I'm just going to hold 4. Another 10 seconds. Fantastic. Keep that breathing going. Done so well. 3 more seconds. 1, and relax. Excellent. And just come down to the floor nice and easy. So, because we worked the abs so hard today, we're going to do this one another time, just to make sure we really focus on that stretching of those abs, which are nice and tense now. Okay? So, just a few more seconds. Take your time. Okay, now when you're ready, here we go. Get up back into that stretch. Now, as Joanne's doing here, she's doing a great job pushing those pelvises right forward, not with an arch, just before the pelvis. So we really get that nice stretch in the abs. Again, keep that breathing going. Focus on that breathing. Big breath in, and breathe out. Excellent. And big breath in, and breathe out. And one more time, really take advantage of this time just to relax from your day. Just focus on yourself. Think of all the good you're doing for your body and for the training. And relax and come down. Excellent. Okay, on to our second stretch. Staying in the same position, all we're going to do is a lying quad stretch. So from here, Joanne, just as you were, we're just going to bring the left leg towards the back of the glute, of the left glute, lying down, and pull that heel in towards the left glute. I'm just going to hold for 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. Excellent. So, can you get a little bit lower? That's it, and just relax the head as well. There you go. So, as you can see here, just going to bring the leg a little bit closer there. There you go. Excellent. So, we're just going to hold this stretch for 10 seconds or thereabouts. Main point here to remember is to make sure that the knee that we're bending is nice and close to the other leg, to the straight leg. Reason why, if you pull the leg out to the side, we start to get a little bit of tension going through that knee on those ligaments. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure it's nice and aligned. Excellent, Joanne. Keep that breathing going. 2, 2, 1, and relax. Great job. Same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side at home as well. Excellent. And just hold that position. Now, if you don't feel you're getting that stretch on that quad, what you can do is just press, make sure you press your pelvis towards the floor, and that will really increase that stretch here. Like I said, this stretch, what it does is it stretches out the quads. Hence its name. Quad is 4 muscles, 3 of which do one action, and 1 of which does what's called hip flexion. So it's really important that we get this stretch because it focuses on muscle groups not just from one muscle action, but from other muscle actions as well. Extremely beneficial stretch. Just a few more seconds. 2, 3, and relax. Great job, Joanne. So now we're going to stretch the adductors. We're going to do it while sitting. So, while sitting upright, we're going to put the soles of the feet together, place the elbows on the inside of the knee, sitting up nice and tall. I'm just going to press towards the outside. So, if you've got a lot of flexibility, you'll be a bit more like Joanne, where her legs are nice and close and she's able to get those knees nice and low. Like myself, my flexibility is quite average, and just this is absolutely fine for me because I can feel a nice stretch on the inside of the thigh. Obviously, don't push too much. You should just feel a slight bit of pull and just maintain that position there. Excellent. Big breath in and breathe out. And big breath in and breathe out. Fantastic. Okay, last stretch on the floor. We're just going to turn to the side and stretch the hip flexors in a sitting lunge position. So from here, leg nice and straight, shin 90 degrees to the floor. I'm just going to stand up nice and tall in this position. And if you want to increase the stretch, just push forward just that little bit more, and you should feel it on the back leg. Really important we stretch this muscle. Reason why is because, like I said before, the hip flexors and the abs, they have a huge overlap in their muscle actions. So they definitely would have worked as well during this workout. Really important we stretch them. Just hold that position. Excellent. You can do like Joanne's doing, just place that hand on that knee. As long as you're not putting weight on it, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, just keeping your hands to the side is great. A few more seconds. Big breath in. And breathe out. Excellent. Let's change legs. So this time left knee on the floor, right leg forward. Just take that nice big stretch. That's it. Now again here, it's really important. What you can do sometimes with this stretch is lean over, but we're not wanting to do that right now because that triggers other muscle groups. We want to focus on the hip flexor. So here, as long as we stay nice and tall, that'll definitely increase the stretch of the back hip flexor, in this case of the left leg. You feel it? I feel it. Joanne, you feel it?
Yes.
Excellent. Great job. Just keeping that back nice and straight. A few more seconds. Big breath in. And breathe out. Great. Excellent. So, let's slowly stand up onto our mat. Just 2 more stretches, nearly there. Just going to focus a little bit more on the upper body now. Hands behind the back. Interlock the fingers And from there, we're gonna pull the shoulders back and chest up and in front. And just hold. Creating a nice stretch just right across that chest. Excellent. And hold. Big breath in. And breathe out. And one more time. Big breath in. And breathe out. And let the arms down. Shake it off. Last stretch. Here we go. Feet together. From here, we're going to tilt forwards all the way, keeping the back nice and straight. I'm just going to hold as soon as you feel that nice slight pull on the back of the legs. Now the great thing about this stretch is it does what's called all the posterior kinetic chains, so it stretches out the glutes, the hamstrings, and also the calves as well. So it's a great whole back of the leg stretch. Just going to hold it for a few more seconds. Excellent. Make sure as well that neck is nice and straight so we're not arching too much. Keeping that nice neutral spine. Breathe in and breathe out. And let's slowly come up and shake it off. Fantastic. Great job. Great job, Joanne. And great job at home as well. You just did the ab attack workout. So proud of you guys if you went all the way through that. It wasn't easy. You should be proud of yourselves. Great job. I'll see you next time here on Fityess.